Welcome to the TwilightHour. This is the stock video for the week beginning June 15th. I'm going to start with a weekly chart on Nikkei, and as you can see it's becoming almost parabolic or exponential, and we're working our way towards the gap from last September. Should we get a close underneath 98.85, all bets are off. The Swiss market, as you can see, we're trying to break out of this consolidation pattern. If we do, then probably 5,700 is going to be the target. In reality, 6,000 would be the better place to sell, but you got to start somewhere. You can see with the CAC market that we're right on a long-term trend line, and again, if we're going to break up, then one could easily look for 50% of this range. So that then takes you to 3,500, nice round number, 150 points up. Now any close underneath this 382 level, though, 3268 is horribly negative. The British market has had this consolidation for 6 weeks, ever since the bank holiday Monday, as it's known, at the beginning of May. We've had the gap and we've sat here, and the British market really doesn't want to go up, and if it does, well then we're probably going to slam straight into resistance about 2% higher at 45.90. In the event that we start breaking down through 44.17, 43.90, in particular 43.90, then we can work our way lower, and in which case, just sheer minimum somewhere down, well, probably down at 36.66. The Dow Jones Transports, we had an inside week last week, and we seem to be stuck at this 3,350 type level. So any closes, any daily closes underneath that level, it's negative. And should we rally, then 36.50 would be the next level. This is the annual chart of the Dow Jones Cash, and as CNBC was making such a big deal about the market being positive last Friday, I just thought I'd show it. Yes, it is positive. Whoopie-doo-dah by 24 points. Let's wait to see what happens at a little bit higher. We did trade 9,088 earlier this year. And all I can say is that back below 87.76, you want to be short. The only thing noticeable about the Russell is that we did a perfect 38% retracement. The Nasdaq, which led us off the bottom, really stopped going up several days ago, in some respects even a couple of weeks ago. And although it's a tad higher, it's kind of, it doesn't really know what to do. It would like to advance further, but it's having a hard time simply because everybody bought it much lower down. Any close underneath this 20-day moving average is negative. And lastly, the S&P. Doesn't this chart look like the weekly chart or even the daily chart of the FTSE? We're going nowhere fast. I suspect that with the option expiry next week for global stocks, they will try to take it higher, but the reality is that if we do squeeze higher, the following Monday / Tuesday, which is the equinox, we're going back down.